Welcome to Red Eye. It's like two broke girls. If by girls you mean above average height men, muscular, who I've recently hired to be my live-in Pilates instructors. Can't wait to get started, Rod and Todd. Due to Andy Levy's death last night at a rave for cats, there will be no pregame report tonight. So let's introduce our guests. Well, she's so hot, the sun must wear Diane Macedo block. I'm here tonight with Diane Macedo, freshly married, unfortunately. She anchors business news on Imus in the morning. That's a nice wave. Weekdays on Fox Business Network. And if hilarity were a game of horseshoes, I'd do him at a family reunion, possibly with my uncle. I'd like to welcome a first-time guest. He's comedian Mike Kaplan. He'll be performing at the Acme Comedy Company in Minneapolis, September 10th to the 14th. Check him out.
Thanks.
And we held an intervention to get him finally to give up breathing. It's my repulsive sidekick, Bill Schultz. And filling in for TV's Andy Levy is Icelandic guitarist Gunnar Magnusson. Gunnar has just released a new solo album containing a world record 78 songs about dinosaurs. Good news for collectors. He's included 13 outtakes of Sauropod Summer.
A block, the lead. That's the first story. Oh, it's Red Eye. I thought I wandered onto the set of Leprechaun 4 by mistake.
I'm sure what he said was funny, although I couldn't hear it. Will verbal blows add to his woes? He's gone from flashing to bashing. Anthony Weiner, that is. He doesn't have a fighting chance in the New York mayoral race, but he still won't miss a chance to fight. On Wednesday, the hornball candidate locked horns with a man who criticized him while exiting a bakery where 90% of all fights start. Take a look. Fans of looking.
What's that? What's that? You wait till I walk out till you say anything. That's courage. That's courage. You wait till I walk out to say, okay. Yeah, you're not afraid of anything. Don't use language in front of kids.
You have a nerve to walk around in public.
You're a perfect person?
I'm not
You're my
perfect,
judge?
But I didn't
What rabbi taught you that?
I didn't do what
What rabbi taught you that you're my judge?
You're fine. You talk
Thank
to
you.
God and
Thank
work
you.
out your problems, but stay out of the public eye. That's
I'm
the
not going to
difference.
stay with. That's up for you to judge, my friend.
Yes.
I don't take my judgment from you, and I don't judge you.
You're a bad example
That's
for the
your
people.
judgment?
No, that's obvious.
Okay,
Your
that's why we have
behavior's
elections.
deviant. It's
That's
not
why they have
normal
elections.
behavior.
And you're perfect. You're going to judge me.
I'm not running for office.
You know who judges
I'm not
me?
out there in the public.
You know who judges me?
I'm telling you,
You know
what
who
you did
judges
is disgusting.
me? Go visit with
It's
your
immoral.
rabbi.
It's
Go visit
immoral.
with your rabbi. Shows you how much you
And
know.
think about your wife.
By the way,
right? How could you take the person
By the
who's
way,
closest
that is between me and her and my God, not
trust
between
you and betray her.
That's not
Think
up to
about
you.
that. It's
That's not
obvious.
up to you.
It has nothing to do. It's obvious.
You're trying to judge me because you obviously believe you're superior.
No. Think about
well,
what's
you're
normal.
not.
What's
not only
normal?
You're not superior.
I never said I was superior.
You're judging
Think
me.
about a normal relationship.
Where do you get the morality to judge me?
Because there's certain
Do you know
norms
who judges
that
me?
society has.
Not you.
Forget
buddy.
about anything else.
Not you.
Well,
You don't get to judge me because you have shown no sign you're superior to me, and you are not my God.
has nothing to do with being superior.
How do you have the moral authority to judge me then?
Because what you did is
Ask
deviant
your
behavior.
rabbi. Ask your rabbi who gets
Has
to judge
nothing
me.
to do with me. Ask my rabbi. I'm not judging you. I'm telling you what you did is deviant
You're calling me
behavior.
deviant. That's not
Stay
judging
out
me.
of the public. Go home.
That's not judging
Go
me.
home and get a job.
By the way, I fought very hard for this community and delivered more than you will ever in your entire life.
You never delivered anything.
You know nothing.
Or any
You
of
know
these
nothing.
people.
Your ignorance is being shown for the entire world. You think you can judge
You
me?
deliver for yourself.
It's like watching The Five.
Funny.
The argument continued for 7 hours until finally Weiner exposed himself, masturbating furiously before running down an alley.
What?
Anyway, that didn't happen.
That doesn't sound true.
Not at all. You know who else is looking for a fight?
Don't you gay?
That reminds me of The Five.
Yeah.
Yeah. Diane, congratulations. Diane got married earlier
very
this
much.
afternoon at City Hall. Good for you. All of American Men are mourning. You've been a devoted Anthony Weiner supporter since day one. I guess you applaud him for standing up for himself.
Absolutely.
Yes.
In more ways than one.
Yeah.
I love that he kept saying to the guy, "Who are you to judge me?" He's a voter.
Yeah.
And you're running for public office. That's kind of the way it works.
Though, I mean, the way it works is you vote for him or not for him. You don't have to accost him at a bakery. It seems like the rudest thing you can do when somebody has breached etiquette is pointing out their breach of etiquette in public. Hey, you did the wrong. Well, now they're both doing the wrong thing. When in fact, I think he called him a deviant, and he's not actually. His behavior is actually not deviating. Like almost everybody today is doing exactly what he's doing, especially like, young people. Like, in 20 years, if you haven't sent pictures of your genitals to somebody, you'll be a weird president. You know what I mean? Like,
Check your BlackBerry. I do it to all new guests.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting. Andy, this is not going to end well, or is it going to end awesome? Because it's every week he does something more and more exciting.
Well, I think at this point, this is a suicide run that he's on now. He not only realized he's not going to be mayor, but that politically, I think he's done. Period for the rest of his life. So he has absolutely nothing left to live. Left to lose. No,
Are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting that, Anthony. Not at all. But look, it's kind of fun to watch, but it's also kind of sad, isn't it?
It's sadly entertaining.
But I don't feel bad for him because he brought it all on himself.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of, you're watching the disintegration of a man on television, and it's not me.
You know who the expert in that is Bill. What should he do next? What is the next? What can bring him back into that primary? It's next week.
He has an MTV producer following him around right now. Guaranteed this is going to be a reality show. We're going to see more of that.
Are you serious?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and they won't say what exactly the guy's doing. So he needs to stay in the public eye, and he will. And it'll be good viewing because he did that uniquely New York thing when you get into some sort of verbal interaction, is you ask a question and then you repeat it 3 times. You know who judges me? You know who judges me? You know who judges me? What did you say? What did you say? What did you say? And invariably, they've got food in their mouth when they're doing it.
It's either a bagel or pizza.
Exactly, exactly. And even before that, he said honey cake at least 10 times. This is good honey cake. This is great honey cake. Honey, cake. But I am team Weiner on this one. Aren't you all, Bill? I just say it first. The guy did mutter under his breath at one point, "You marrying that Arab wife of yours." Like, it was hard to hear, but he actually
did
says
he say that?
Yeah, he says that in the video.
No.
Oh, I didn't.
And yeah, he absolutely did.
Wait,
I didn't catch
Yeah,
that.
completely. Yeah.
I will say, the other guy did.
I didn't hear that at all. I think it's
Are you
kind of
sure you
cowardly
did?
that he muttered under
I
his
will remind you that Andy Levy's dead, so if I'm lying, you'll never know. But no, he absolutely did say that. Yeah, they talked about it in the Atlantic Wire. They opened up the sound a little bit, and if you go back, you can hear it. It's just that Arab wife.
But then at the same time, he said, "Think about your wife."
Right.
It's like, you're embarrassing the wife that I hate.
Yes.
Think about your Arab wife.
Yeah. And the hell that she's going to if we believe in such.
Exactly.
Also, the guy did the whole thing started, the guy called Weiner a bag.
Right.
While they were still in the bakery. And Weiner kind of yelled at him for saying that because there were kids there, which he's right about, except that as he's yelling at him for doing that, he's calling him a jackass.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't even do that right.
I didn't hear him say anything. I mean, I think it's totally cowardly that anyone mutters anything under their breath while someone else is walking out of an establishment. But I didn't hear Weiner say anything about kids. It was more like, oh yeah, say something while I'm walking away.
This was earlier in the tape.
Wait, said that? Oh.
There was a longer version of the tape.
You know what? I didn't watch it either, Diane. I didn't watch it either. I just watched the funny
That
stuff.
version already was so long. How long did this go on
It went on for
for?
days, I'm telling you.
did.
Well, I didn't hear that other part, so that changes the way I look at this. So maybe we
You
should
know why I watched it? You know why I watched it? You know why I watched it? Because I had nothing else to do today.
Yeah.
No show ever wants me on.
So we're going to have to do this segment over again, you guys. All right. No, we're not.